The federal government is urging states to ban the use of all portable electronic devices by drivers, even hands-free cell phones. The National Transportation Safety Board says it's a matter of life and death. ABC 7's Carolyn Tyler is here with the recommendations and reaction. Carolyn.
Well, the NTSB doesn't have the power to impose the restrictions, but what the 5-member board recommends does influence federal regulators, as well as state lawmakers and those on Capitol Hill. Enough with the talking and texting while behind the wheel. That's the unanimous consensus of the National Transportation Safety Board. The NTSB says even hands-free devices should be off limits.
We know that this recommendation is going to be very unpopular with some people, but we're not here to win a popularity contest. We're here to do the right thing.
State Senator Joe Simitian is the author of California's cell phone laws. He says today's federal recommendations probably go further than most states are willing to go, but he welcomes what he calls a startling development.
For years, frankly, a lot of people sort of rolled their eyes and just brushed this issue away. I think there's an increasing understanding reflected in the NTSB announcement that this really is a life or death matter.
The NTSB says as many as 3,000 people die every year due to distracted driving. We found a mixed reaction among drivers we talked to about the idea of banning hands-free devices.
I would say, yeah, ban it. I use it a lot, but for work, but usually try to pull over.
I think hands-free devices are fine, and they're safe.
The California Highway Patrol says anything that impairs a driver's concentration can be risky.
Whether it be talking on the phone, hands-free or not hands-free, texting, reading an electronic message, dealing with your kids in the back of the seat, eating a hamburger, looking for directions. It's really imperative that when you operate a motor vehicle, to do it safely, you have to use all your efforts and abilities.
Now, in 2009, the Highway Patrol issued 183,000 citations for illegal cell phone use. Last year, that dropped to just under 146,000. Now, the decrease could be due to more awareness. Officer Tony Tam tells us the CHP believes changing drivers' behavior is really more about education than enforcement. Dan?
Thanks, Carolyn.
Well, ABC 7 viewers went to Facebook to express their views on this. Crystal says, what's the difference between passengers talking to a driver and listening to somebody on an earpiece or listening to your radio or GPS? None. They are all distractions. I do, however, agree you should have hands-free devices and no texting. David writes, safety first. Agree fully.